Hmm. Oh, oh, what happened? Where am I? Is this? This is. No, it can't be. This is my senpai's room. But why am I here? I can't remember anything. Hi, senpai. Good evening. Wait, why are you apologizing for hitting me? Wait, when did that happen? An hour ago? Sorry, but I just can't recall just now. Could you please explain me what's going on? Like, why am I in your room? Not that I don't like it. And why did you hit me? Okay, so you wake up in the middle of the night and saw someone breaking in through the window and you didn't move out of fear, but then they put a wet piece of cloth on your face and you just instinctively punched the intruder as hard as you could and then you realized it was me. Oh no, please don't apologize again. I was the one trying to kidnap you, so I'm sorry for that. Why, you ask? Well, the truth is that you, I. This is really hard for me to say, but well, I love you. I have been in love with you for 18 months, 1 week, and 3 days, senpai. I fell in love with you the first time you talked to me. You were so kind, so beautiful, so good to a girl you never talked before. You remember? That day was the worst and best day of my life. The guys of my class bullied me a lot more than usual. Mom and dad were having more fights than usual. It started raining and I didn't have money or umbrella and I just started crying. I must have looked so pathetic. And then you came to me. You were really nervous too, but you talked to me, calmed me down. You even gave me your umbrella, and the next day when I went to your classroom to give it back, I overheard some guys saying that you had walked home in the rain yesterday. Nobody had ever went that for my sake ever in my whole life. I started following you. Then I realized you weren't just good with me. You were kind with everyone. That makes feel a little sad at the beginning, knowing that I wasn't special in the end. But after a while, I thought that it just makes you better. You weren't just a guy trying to flirt with a girl you saw crying, trying to take advantage of her vulnerability. You were a kind soul, a really good person. And I started to think about you more and more. I started dreaming about you. About a year ago, I started taking pictures of you. I have more than 100 of them and it just didn't sounded or look so sick when I was doing it. Now that I say it out loud, I feel like, well, like a psycho. Oh, that's nice of you to say that. But that's not the worst part. After some time, I started to collect some. I don't know how to call them. No, not stamps. I guess you could say holy relics, like bottles of water or popsicle sticks. And the most special one, Remember when you lost one of your socks after PE like 1 month ago? Well, I have been sleeping with that sock every night since then. Well, and if you haven't snapped at me yet, I might as well admit that I have stared at your adorable sleeping face through that same window every now and then. You are not screaming or shaking. That's a God sign, right? Or maybe you are just in shock. Well, oh, yes, of course you must have many questions. Oh, that's. Well, I just didn't have the courage to ask you out. Like, the one thing that kept me alive during the loneliest hours of the dark and cold night was hope. The hope that somehow, someday, you and I could be together. But I know deep down inside that I was just lying to myself. That scenario, no, those thousands of scenarios that I created in my head, all those beautiful realities where you called me your girlfriend, where I called you my boyfriend, where I called you my love, were never going to happen. Cause nobody could ever love a piece of shit like me. Especially someone like you. You are one another universe. Why do I say so? You wouldn't put your eyes on something like me. I am a disgusting, creepy, lonely girl who doesn't even know how to keep eye contact with the person she loves, who couldn't confess herself in more than 1 year of seeing the person she loved almost every day. Just look at me. I'm nothing compared to you. For a while, I even started thinking that maybe you could accept going out with me out of pity. No, not pity, compassion. Cause, as I said, you are kind soul, the kindest soul of this world. But then that girl talked to you. You remember her? Like 1 week ago, when I saw her walking towards you, I started to feel worried. She was so beautiful, almost like a princess, the polar opposite of me. I followed her. I listened her confession, almost crying, shaking, and then you rejected her. For 30 seconds, I was the happiest person in the world, and then, just like something that automatically activates on my head when I start to feel happy about something, I realized that if you rejected her, my chances with you were just zero. That's why I didn't went to school this week. I was thinking, just thinking about you. How I have been basically living for the day where you loved me and how that day wasn't going to come. I just couldn't accept it. And I know I sound like I'm crazy. And yes, I am crazy. Now that I say it out loud, I feel disgusted of myself. I must be the lowest piece of shit on earth. I was planning on take you, kidnap you, to force you to live with me, to depend on me, to slowly grow to feel something for me, to love me not for what I am, because nobody could love that, but to love me for being the only thing you have left. That's all. I'm just that much horrible of a person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you could never be with me. I know you must feel disgusted now that you know all this. But please don't hate me. I promise I will never bother you again. I promise you will never know about me ever again. But please, please forgive me. Huh? What? Why are you hugging me? Why aren't you insulting me? Why aren't you hitting me? Why aren't you telling me how pitiful and horrible I am? Why aren't you mad? Why are you being so kind to me? I don't understand it. I don't deserve it. Why? You you want to start to know me? Why? You want to be with me? Why? After all I said, after all I did, I don't deserve you. I will never will. Start as friends. And when I stop feeling like this, you will let me confess to you again? But why? Why are you doing all this for me? You are doing this for yourself too? I don't understand. Because you like me, you think that deep down inside I am a good person? But you are hugging me again. Yes, it does feels really nice. It's the best feeling I ever had. Thank you, Senpai. I love you. Hey, thank you for listening. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and also check out my other videos on your screen. And I will see you in the next video. Be strong, be kind. Love you.